On September 26th, I believe, I watched three random things out of the top 10 things on Netflix. First was some show I forgot the name of, where miracles happen but at a cost. That I only watched the setup episode. Episode 2 was when the miracle would happen. But I'm yet to continue that show. I do want to do that eventually. And then I watched My Little Pony, A New Generation, which was not that bad. Acts 1 and 2 were great. Act 3 was not that good. And then I watched the number one thing, which was Squid Game. I liked the first episode, wanted to end, I wanted to continue it, but I put it off. Then the show became popular. Then I decided to evade spoilers, and then me and my mom binged it today. And so, already, I'm waiting on 2 cliffhangers, which are Earth Ponies Have Magic, and what's the main character gonna do? Is the main character gonna go after the people who ran the games, or go to his daughter's birthday? So, yeah, I like the show. I just couldn't remember the characters' names because they didn't even use their names for most of it, so I didn't remember them. So basically, the premise is simple. A bunch of 400 people are taken to a place they can't leave. They play children's games to the death for a bunch of money, and throughout that we see how it takes a toll on them. I don't know how to articulate stuff. We see their lives. It's a South Korean show. I don't know if it's a good dub or a bad dub. If it's a bad dub, then I want to see the non-dub, because it's probably even better than the dub, which was really good. If it's a bad dub, then I bet the original's just full-on amazing. Oh well, I'm not talking about that. So basically, the worst episode, I believe, was the one with the marbles. It was boring, there was no tension. The marble one, the second worst was the honeycomb cutting one. It was there was not much tension. It was, oh no, they didn't do a task. Oh no, you messed up one thing, now they die. The best episode was the finale. The worst one was the one with the marbles. I like the plot twist at the end. Not spoiling it. But time to spoil a plot twist from another show. What plot twist to spoil? Let me think. I wrote the song as melody. Okay, sure. Spoiled the plot twist from a show that is nothing to do with the video. Moving on. Overall, I liked Squid Game. It was a good show. I enjoyed it. Overall, I'd say also, again, I usually say the worst parts about it where episode 2 where they go back to normal South Korea. It's less interesting because it's not setting stuff up. It's it feels a little slow. Again, I don't know how to review a product. I have no idea how. I mean, again, if it's inherently bad, I can notice the blatant flaws, and again, it was good. Because the worst thing, the biggest problem I came across in it was in the last episode, and then walk on the railings. Just walk on the railings. It's not that hard. At least someone attempt it and have them slip and fall and say, oh, we actually oiled the railings recently. At least make up a dumb excuse. do that at least. Just please. Just don't make it look like they're not being stupid or not noticing a simple thing. The first person tingle so that I could see the railings. Aside from those minor things, I loved it. It was a really good show. I can see why it's blowing up and it's popular. I love the emotional roller coaster of a finale. It was good. I'm still waiting on those two cliffhangers though. I hope they can get resolved this year, but probably one this year, one next year. Overall, I would give Squid Game I don't know, an 8 or a 9. I don't know. It's one or the other. 8.5, sure. Why not? I have not put thought into this rating. Feels like a 9's a bit too high. Again, it's an 8.5. The occasional character makes a logical error in logic or something. Two of the episodes were kind of bleh at parts, like the honeycomb one and the other one. But they were still good. I didn't feel tension, because it was like, it's effectively like saying, you did this very simple, easy to mess up task slightly wrong. Or, oh no, which of us is gonna die? It's our choice. It's like, yeah, it's kind of boring. Because it's not the suspense of waiting for it to happen. Because the characters that are fleshed out aren't gonna have that happen to them. It's just the random extra, so it's like excess death. The brother twist was predictable. I mean, then again, it's been done. It's a twist that's been done to death. Overall, I'd recommend it. It was good. I liked the characters, even though I couldn't remember their names, because I didn't use them. Also, the concept of, like, the last two people to saw a horrific event being, oh, I'm your former friend. Why did these two survive? Why did the main character and their childhood friend survive? Why was it the same thing with the Time War and Doctor Who? Like, it makes no sense. And it's contrived writing for the sake of, like, giving a conflict a personal feel. Again, I don't get that trope, and why it's just those two specifically that survive. It's dumb. It's a dumb plot point, but it's not enough to, like, take me out of the experience. But still, very questionable. Overall, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'd recommend you binge the whole thing. It's only like 9-ish hours. 8 or 9 hours, I think. Yeah, I would recommend Squid Game. It's a really good show on Netflix.